We are actually doing it.
We're here.
We're doing a podcast.
Yes, we are.
Welcome to
The Odd-Pod.
Let's Go.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Kate,
I'm Annabelle.
and we're just crazy college girls who decided to start a podcast.
It's true. We're not crazy, like crazy. We're just like,
We're fun crazy.
we're a little goofy.
We're relatable.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we're kind of disgusted sitting on this carpet because it's dirty.
This carpet is actually gross, guys. We tried to clean it so many times.
It's crusty.
That's a good way to describe it.
It's-
crusty.
Everyone warned me that your carpets at college get filthy, and I did not believe them completely, and now I really do.
It's
So,
true, guys.
all right, but we're starting off this whole podcast with kind of introducing how we met each other.
Yes.
We thought it'd be fun. So,
Yeah.
Annabelle, how did this start?
So, guys, I initiated the relationship. I'm just going to start there. It's true. You can't deny it.
Okay.
So, basically, our school has, like, this class of, like, the graduating class page. And so we would post on there, like, with photos and a little bio of ourselves. And so from there, you could, like, reach out and ask people, like, just get to know them and, like, find roommates through there.
Exactly.
And so that's kind of, like, what I was doing. And so I posted on there, like, January or something. And then Kate posted a little bit later.
So I was the one that sparked the intro. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I made a post on there, and yeah, this girl slid into my DMs.
Guys, no shame.
And we just kind of bonded over our love for Jane Austen. I think in my post I was like, I'm not going to mention Taylor Swift because I don't listen to Taylor. I'm not a Swiftie. And so I was like, I'm going to mention that I'm a Jane Austen fan and see what comes of this. And I did not think that would actually work.
Surprise!
Surprise, surprise.
I had, like, just finished writing, like, a 20-page research paper about Jane Austen.
Yeah.
So, like, I was in the Jane Austen zone, and I was like, wait, I know about this. I can talk to her about this.
Yes.
So I was like...
And
And I
she-
was also, at that point, looking for conversation starters because I was trying to teach myself how to make conversation.
Yep.
Which is hilarious because now we have no problem doing it.
Oh, we have no we actually have a problem where we converse too much, especially in the wee hours of the night when we have school to
Guys,
do.
It's pretty bad. We need to try to reset our sleep schedule.
We do.
But it's
We
okay.
do. It's okay, though. So I'll start with Jane Austen, and then from there, we started talking. Our first FaceTime, we were on there for 3 hours.
Guys, I don't know how it happened. It was... I don't know how we got to 3 hours. but
Yeah.
I remember hanging up and then looking at the time and being like, oh,
What
wow.
did we just do?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be that long. I was like, maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
And I think, like, also for me, like, coming in, like, college is scary. Like, thinking about, like, rooming with someone you don't know is, like, scary. Because you're like, oh, what's it going to be like? I've heard the horror stories, but I've also heard, like, the fairy tale type stories of, like, oh, I loved my roommate. So I was, like, really wanting one of those stories. So I was, like, really praying. So it was, like, definitely, like, a God thing.
Yeah.
God was all over it.
No,
the whole
honestly,
thing.
I've had roommates my whole life with my sisters, and so I know a lot of people who have had, like, really terrible experiences, but, like, I've been used to having a roommate my entire life, and so I was just like, yeah, it'll just be, like, with a different person, so I wasn't too concerned, because I was like, I know how to, like, handle my own space, but I'd heard, like, the horror stories, and I actually know a couple people who, like, didn't interact with their roommate at all. I was like, I don't want that to be the case. Like, I want to be friends
Yeah.
with my roommate.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be, like, awkward coming back to our room and, like, you can't even talk.
Yeah, just, like, eye contact is awkward even.
Yeah,
That-
I would feel so strange.
That would
I feel so strange. But yeah, like our first couple paragraphs were all about Jane Austen.
Guys, okay, our conversation was so formal. I'm telling you, we wrote in full sentences with, like, correct punctuation, and, oh my goodness, Kate uses one emoji. She used one emoji.
Girl, don't do me dirty. Don't expose this on here.
Okay, I won't. I'm just gonna leave it. She used one emoji.
Should I give a hint? I don't think so. You'll have to figure it out.
It has to do with her goofy side. but over and over and over, just that.
Wait, I didn't use my. Oh, I did use it. I used it.
You did. In the next one.
Oh goodness.
Oh wait, I just saw another.
And-
one. But there it is again. I'm
Okay,
telling
and then we
you.
started talking Broadway, and then we started talking God.
It's true. No, we had so many like God conversations.
Yeah. I think that was like a big one, especially coming to college for me, because we're like, it's such like a huge moment in life that I didn't want to be like around like anything like hurting my relationship with the Lord.
Honestly,
Which is
yeah.
like,
I was between the school we're at now and a different school. And so I was like, I want to go to a Christian school. And so they were about like the same price, and I was kind of just weighing the pros and cons. And I was like, I'd rather go to a Christian school than a non-Christian school, because I'll be around people who are like-minded. And if the school is like-minded as well, like I'll have not just like academic growth, but spiritual growth.
exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
like-
think that's also a lot of what took up our first FaceTime.
Yeah.
I remember talking about that because I was at that time reading. I was trying to go through the Bible chronologically. I still am, but there's been some bumps in the road. But at that time, I was being really consistent, and I was like reading multiple chapters a day, and so we were just like talking about what we were learning, and it was really cool.
Yeah, it was, and it like made me excited because it's like with college being such a big moment where you're like stepping out of your like parents' house and you're like discovering parts about yourself that are different and like creating your own views on stuff. I think similar to you, like I had a perspective where I was like, I want to be somewhere where I can grow spiritually.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm not growing spiritually, then I'm completely not doing the goal of what this life is for. Because my life is to become more like him. So I thought that's what made me excited about rooming with you also. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to like grow in the Lord with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, also, whenever we were FaceTiming, I feel like I had just started to, like, own my faith. And whenever Kate was talking, I was like, man, this girl knows her stuff. Like, there's going to be so
Really?
much spiritual growth if I live with her. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Dude, I thought the same thing of you.
Really?
That's what's like funny
That's
for you to say that because I was
hilarious.
like, I had this perspective where I was like, whoa. I was like, we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. I'm like, she's gonna push me. I was like,
No, I'm so good. But after that FaceTime, I told my mom, I was like, I'm so inspired.
yeah.
Like, there's just, like, a spiritual flame.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, like, sparks start a
Yeah.
fire.
No, I was so excited.
Yeah.
I came out to my mom too after our FaceTime, and I was like, I really hope she wants to room with me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what other people she's having conversations with. I might not. Honestly, it sounded so much like a boy. Like with like, I wonder if this girl wants to date me. Like I don't know
No,
what other guy
it
she's
felt-
talking to because that's what it felt like to
It
me.
felt like that. No, like, I was trying to subtly drop hints like, hey, do you want to be my roommate?
And then we really solidified it because like the next FaceTime we talked for 3 hours again. Wait, 3 hours again?
Did we?
Yes, or like 2.5, something like that. And in the middle of it, I was like, yeah, I have food allergies. And she's like, what are you allergic to?
Guys, this was crazy.
And then I was like, oh yeah, gluten. And she's like, no way, me too. And I was like thinking in my head. And I'd been praying for a roommate that had my same allergies. So this was insane to me. And I was like, there's no way she's allergic to dairy too. I'm like, I'm allergic to dairy too. And she goes, no way, me too.
Guys, my mind was blown. Like, this was just a little thought in the back of my head, like, oh, that'd be cool if my roommate had this, but it's okay if not.
Yeah. That was confirmation right there. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, so then I was like blunt. I'm like, okay, like, is this the sign? Like, can we just now like solidify that we're
Yeah.
gonna be roommates, please? Then we sent in the request everything like the next day, I think.
Yeah. I remember, though, I was, like, texting you. I was like, are you going to do it? Have you done it yet?
Yeah.
I can do it. I was, like, so eager. I was like, we need to get this in right now.
Yes. No, because I was like, I want to room with her.
Yeah.
Because this is so much fun. And actually, like, rooming together has, like, still blown my mind. Like, it's
Yeah.
so much better than I expected.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, little vulnerability. I get kind of annoyed with people pretty quickly. And it's taken a while.
Oh, wait. Have we reached that point, though? Am I
No.
starting to annoy
No.
you? Little things probably here and there.
They're little things, guys, but it's not like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get out of here. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna go take 5 minutes to myself, and I'll come back and we'll start goofing around again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I'll be
also,
like-
we're not the kind of people to like hold grudges even.
Yes. No, but, like, we like joked around how like we're like more like boys and how we deal with drama. And actually living together has like actually proven that.
Yeah.
Like it's actually like we're more like boys than I thought. It's kind of funny. We were like, oh, whatever. We're upset about it. 10 minutes later, it's like, what happened? What were we upset about?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I don't remember. Well, okay, moving on. Like, water off a duck's back.
I love that.
Really? My mom said that all the time. Like, it's just...
That is like such a country thing to say.
Really?
Like a Southern, yeah.
That's hilarious.
I've never heard that.
I never... Okay, cool. Well, now you can use it.
Yeah,
I give you
I'm
permission.
gonna use. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so kind.
No, I'm just like that.
I feel so blessed. Oh my goodness. No. Crazy things. Absolutely crazy. The whole thing was like so divine.
It's true.
Yeah. And even being here, I've heard some of the horror stories and it makes me more
Yeah.
thankful. Really thankful. So
Yeah.
to anybody who's like thinking about getting a roommate, I would think one piece of advice that I would give is like really use prayer. And like really lean on the Lord to give you discernment, because I think that was like a huge one of like if you invite the Lord to work in your life, like there's gonna be certain things that he gives you for character development and there's nothing you can do to stop that. But like if you really ask the Lord for the desires of your heart, like he cares about like fulfilling those for his children.
Even like the small prayers, like Kate was saying with the allergies thing. Like, guys, crazy prayers were answered.
Yeah. Like you think like God doesn't care about that, but like he does.
Yeah. No, honestly, like every day I would pray like the tiniest little prayer and then it would be answered the next day in Kate.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And then it's also cool because then you also get to see, like, even also being, like, vulnerable with the other person, you get to see
Yeah.
that, like, you were also an answer to prayer for them.
Yeah. No, also, that was one of the things. I love deep conversation. Like, I feel like shallow conversation is such a waste of time. And so that first FaceTime that we had, we both went into such depth, and I was like, okay, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
I like this girl.
Yeah. I was also, like, scared, though, because I was like, did we go too deep? Like, is she going to be, like, scared that I'm going to be, like, crazy, like, deep thinker? But then I was like, oh, wait, she likes that type of stuff, because that's, like, so me.
Yeah.
I love deep conversation. And I think, like, the Lord didn't have shallow conversations and, like, all the interactions he had in the Bible. So I was like, why are we having, like, shallow conversations?
Yeah. No, we just totally sped past the shallow conversation. And of course, there's like a time and a place for it. But whenever like we were meeting each other, like to figure out if we wanted to be roommates or not, I mean, what's the use of shallow conversation then?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to be spending, like, a whole year with this person.
Yeah. Guys, don't stick to shallow conversation.
Yeah, and they get
Come
to,
on
like,
now.
see, like, crazy parts of your life. Like me after 10:30.
Oh, guys, that's a time. It is.
If you get a text from me after 10:30, you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. Maybe like disregard it and then read it in the morning
And then ask me about
and
it.
then ask her about it.
Ask me about it. Be like, were you hyper? Were you slap happy when you sent this? I'll probably be like, yeah.
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 We can get a little bit crazy after 10:30.
Yeah. I think we'll
Just
have, like,
'cause-
learned I need to put my phone away. But then also Annabelle gives me some great inspiration to the point where, like, after 10:30 gets so much more entertaining and so fun.
I'm such an inspiring person.
You are. You're so profound. I just can't even
Oh.
grasp it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. I'm, like, really blown away
You know, guys,
right
that was
now.
one of my prayers this year, was that somebody would really understand me. And I think Kate has done that.
Yeah, I think I have. I think I'm the dictionary of Annabelle.
Yes. Guys, I have my own language. It's called Annabellese.
She
She's
does.
catching on.
She does.
It's true.
Like, snap daggett.
You exposed me. Yeah, that's my phrase. If anything happens, guys, I don't cuss at all. I don't even
Same
say
here.
I don't even say gosh, okay? So I say snap daggett. In response to everything.
Yeah, everything.
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 Like we'll be playing pool. That's a little hobby we've picked up since we've been here.
We're so good.
Guys, okay, Kate just actually won her first
I
game
did.
out of like 20 the other day.
I did, though. But, like, I've gotten closer. So it's, like, pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I've improved
she's-
a little bit.
She's improved a lot.
Yeah.
And she actually won.
I'm, like, ready for the championships. If there's pool championships in the
yes.
United States, sign me up. I'm ready.
Okay. If you heard it here first.
Yeah.
If you know how to get in there, if you got the inside scoop, let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
She's ready.
Please. Dream. Please. Yeah. No, so we're We have some pretty interesting things we like to say. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like Saranara Bigfoot.
Oh, Sayonara Bigfoot, that's a big one.
Yeah, that came after 10:30.
I think that one was also developed like the first or second week of school.
Yeah.
So that one's been with us since the beginning.
Yeah. And it kind of took us like a little while to kind of get out of our shell. Not really. I think it took longer. It didn't take as long as I was expecting.
You know, I just found the first photo of us.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see.
Her mom wanted a photo.
It was at orientation because we were able to like request who we wanted to room with for orientation. And so
It was awesome.
I found that out and I was like, Kate, I'm going to email them and ask if we can room together. So
We did.
I found the
And we
photo
lived it up on the
other day.
dance floor. That's all I will say.
Oh, that was I think the real breakthrough.
That was a real breakthrough.
Yeah.
I saw her and I was like, she's not a party animal. I'm like, after reading all those paragraphs, I'm like, this girl cannot party. She got on the dance floor and there was something that took over her body. She was like, yeah!
Guys.
And like, I lost her in the crowd and out of nowhere, I see her head popping up because she's jumping up and
No!
down. Yes.
Guys, I'm also really short, so sometimes it's necessary. This was our first episode.
This was our first episode and we actually did it. We're not all talk.
It's true.
Which I'm so proud of. Well, thank you for tuning in. I don't know if that's what they're supposed to say, but that's what I'm going to say.
Close enough, I guess.
Do you have anything last words you want to say to the audience?
Sayonara Bigfoot.
Sayonara, Bigfoot. You just witnessed the odd pod.